Alright, so NQ came up, took out the internal high. ES hasn't taken this internal high and is manipulating lower. Hopefully, ES is going to be super bearish right now. Doesn't take a rocket scientist to know we were gonna fucking pump today. Bro, honestly, this 2 minute inverse looks nuts. ES looks very, very bearish. Looks like it wants to go towards that 1 hour liquidity, that 30-minute unfilled. Let's see if we can get a good pullback on this. Entering off that 1-to-1 RR, pullback targeting the 15-minute unfilled on NQ is not bad. Do like this entry right here. Tapped into the 2 minute. Looks like we're respecting it. I'm gonna try this out on NQ. Just because the 2 minute keeps getting disrespected. And ES looks super bearish. Alright, once ES taps into that 1 hour bullish gap, I'm gonna have to move my stop down.
Classic ES equal lows, huh?
I just want to get a 1-to-1 and get out. I'm gonna go for this 1.18 internal low and get the fuck out. Thing is that we have a massive SMT on the 1 hour time frame right now.
I entered really well, and I just hit for a 1.66.
Nice, bro.
We had like the most beautiful fucking entry of my life. Like I was so
Bang!
Bang! Let's go, dude. Let's fucking go.
Lock in, twin. Look at this fucking entry we just got. Look at this motherfucking entry and exit we just got, bro. Wow. 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 Look at that fucking entry and exit, bro. The 2 minute just kept getting disrespected, and ES was so fucking bearish to that 1 hour unfilled gap, and I knew it, so I was like, fuck it, bro. 2 minute keeps getting disrespected, keep seeing these wicks up. I'm like, bang, snipe the fucking entry right there. Full TP hit at this internal low. I could have held until this low, yes, but we were already inside of the 1 hour bullish gap on ES, so I wanted to protect my position. Got more than a 1-to-1, and I'm in out of there, bro. This is crazy. This is the first time that I can really be like, yes, thank you, bro. ES really gave us the green light to short. ES was like, guys, I'm just gonna keep dumping. ES literally looked like it wants all-time lows, and it just gave me all the confluences I needed to enter shorts on NQ. Got even a way better entry than I would have on ES. So you have to walk away with a smile on your face because we just got our piece of the pie, and that's it, baby. And it's only 9:53 a.m. That was a snipe. This takes experience to understand this trade, because it's not like just, oh, I saw an inverse for value gap and I entered. It's more of like, okay, what is actually happening with ES and Nasdaq? What is the ultimate bias on the day? What have we been doing so far? We just created another bearish SMT after taking out every single bullish target possible. And then we get a 2 minute inverse. We don't take it right away. We wait for a pullback. We create a 2 minute bearish gap. It looks like it gets respected and respected and continuously respected while ES is dumping, and we see this 2 minute bearish gap holding while ES is completely dumping. Big sign that, like, okay, either ES is wrong or NQ's about to dump. No in between, right? So saw that NQ needed to make a move down, needed to make a retracement when ES literally just dumped 100 points. Banged in there. Easy 1 to 1 point. Like, oh, bash.
Gosh.
Bash.
Yo,
Look at what the fuck's
by the way, I
happening.
wanted to say that I didn't take it because it's not clear. Guys, remember, like, we're here to help your guys' trading journey. If you guys aren't comfortable taking a trade that you see us taking, like, don't take it. It all comes down to, like, your rules, what you guys want to take.
Yeah, don't break yourself down because you're like, oh, I didn't want to take the trade and they won. Like, no, like that's fine. Like, take it as a learning process. Take it as something that you can learn from. Your mental discipline is first, right? Because if you take a trade that you don't understand and it doesn't play out, that's going to be way harder on your psychology than seeing us win and you not having been a part of it. I promise. Crazy dub today, boys. Come on, boys and girls. Let's have a good fucking day today. Alright, I want everyone to do something that they enjoy doing today. I want you to go to the gym if that's like what you want to do. I want you to go to the fucking pool, go to the beach, go do something that you guys love and enjoy, because
Yeah, this is all
it's a
about
great day.
fucking being able to do what you want to do, guys. No, no, I'm not sad. I caught the W. What up, Sippy? How you doing, dog?
Let's go over this trade, right? Because I think it's very important for you guys to understand the trade, not only to see why we took the trade or just see us take the trade. It's very important that you actually understand why we took the trade. So the reason being is if you look at the higher time frame, you look at the 4 hour, you look at the daily, we already took out previous day high. We already took out previous week high. Literally, by the time we open up our charts this morning, all of the bullish targets have been taken. Okay? Why? Because everyone knows that starting that tomorrow they're going to cut rates, we're going to have bullish news. November 1st, we're already probably going to have talks about a trade deal with China. So this week, by the end of this week and starting of next week, we are going to be even more bullish than anyone thought. Okay? So, what are all the big banks, what are all the big institutions doing? They are getting into their long positions right now. They are pumping the market before it even pumps because of news, right? That's how the banks make money, right? Because they act before regular people act, right? Because if you're a regular person, you don't act until you see the bullish news. But they already know the bullish news is coming, so they start pumping up the markets. Okay, so that when you get in, they are getting out of their long positions. That's what they don't want you to know. Okay, so basically what happened is we already took out every single target possible, and market opens. Where does market open? Right here. Okay. Look at ES. Look at the difference between market open on NQ and look at ES. Okay. ES barely wicked up, respected this bearish for value gap, while NQ completely pumped up and took out the internal high. Then, on the way up to taking out this internal high, which it's not even a high because like it's all-time highs, right? So we made all-time highs again on NQ. We didn't do it on ES. We left a bearish S&T at all-time highs, and we created this 2-minute bullish gap with market open. So what do I see? I see ES completely dumping. I see ES after this bearish S&T being created just completely dumping and going down. We have a 30-minute unfilled gap that I want to see hit. We have a 1 hour unfilled gap that I want to see hit. And they are targets that make sense because we haven't had a retracement on the hourly time frame yet, right? Since we took all-time highs again, we haven't had a retracement on the hourly time frame. So I see ES dumping. I see ES dumping. I see that we create this 2-minute bullish gap. I see that we inverse this 2-minute bullish gap. Am I going to enter here? No, that is horrible risk to reward. So I wait. I'm going to be patient on this. I see that we create this 2-minute bearish gap. I see that twice in a row we disrespected this 2-minute bearish gap while ES keeps dumping. What does that tell me? That tells me that NQ is more bullish than ES, but not bullish enough to fade the huge move that ES is making, right? At some point, at some point, NQ is going to catch up with ES and make that same move down. So I see the 2 minute getting disrespected. This is a great place to enter because like I'm not entering off of this 2 minute inverse fair value gap down here. That's a shitty entry. I'm entering all the way up here. My risk is minimal. My profits are being maximized. So I entered once I saw the 2 minute get respected twice. Even though it got inversed later after my entry, I didn't care at that point because I knew that the higher time frame wanted to manipulate lower, and then entered on this candle, literally entered on the 9:42 a.m. candle, and just bang, dumped right out of there. We had this 15-minute unfilled being a great target. I was more than content taking my profits at this internal low. I could have held to the unfilled 15, but it wasn't necessary. I got more than a 1-to-1 at the intermediate low while ES had already tapped into the 1 hour bullish gap. So we did have a bullish S&T. I didn't want to risk holding my position until the unfilled 15. I was more than happy with this bang full TP here.